Good morning. This is Amber Adrian, and this is your daily intuitive reading for Monday, September 19th. And I sound like a frog because I've been a little bit sick, which I have to get really melodramatic about because I'm not used to being sick anymore. Um, so, today, Monday, the word, when I checked in before turning on this little video thingy, the word that came through was joy. And I feel like, that joy is kind of I was going to say it's a tricky thing. It's not a tricky thing. It's actually one of the easiest things in the world. But if we're having trouble like finding peace or finding joy or finding, the gratitude for small moments, wherever that happens to be, then it's it's just showing us that we have something that we need to process through. I know that I actually have a lot of kind of benchmarks now for when I need to process something. Like if I'm feeling really just kind of gray and overwhelmed and I don't want to get out of bed, then there's some emotion that I need to process. If my dishes have been piled up in the sink for 2 days, there's something that I need to process. If my house is getting dirty, if I'm not eating well, like it's all just kind of a symbol of stagnation. And that stagnation always starts with our energy and it starts with our emotion. So, if you go through your day and you're sort of thinking about this word joy and you're like, I can't get there because, things are just feeling really kind of sticky or overwhelming, or like, how can there be joy in a world this terrible? Or, you're really kind of drilling into some problem, big or small, that's going on in your life right now. So that is just sort of a nudge to look at what's underneath, what is keeping you from getting to the place where, even if life really is kind of crappy right now, usually there's at least some little place in your day where you can, find something that brings you joy. Like even if it's just a bird landing on a tree, or, the sky is really blue, or, somebody buys you coffee, there's always something that will bring you some joy in the day. And if you're having trouble finding it, just look for what's going underneath, and ask yourself how you can process through that, because processing through that will get you to the place where you can feel gratitude or can feel joy. And trying to feel gratitude or trying to feel joy when we have all these other kind of like emotions up in there, it's kind of just like plastering over, like if you have a wall that you need to paint, like you don't want to start slapping up fresh white paint on a wall that's like got dog hair stuck to it and grime and it's kind of, just filthy. You want to wash off the wall first and then you put the paint on it. So it's sort of the same way with joy and gratitude. You want to clear out what's underneath, before you look for that joy and gratitude. That's not to say that looking for the joy and gratitude can actually bring up and clear that stuff underneath for you. Everybody has sort of a different way with it, but I feel like I'm rambling at this point, but the word for the day is joy, and play with that however you will, and just see where you can look for it and allow it, and be in that space where no matter what's going on, there's something that really kind of brings you some happiness or some delight or some peace today. So I hope that's helpful, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks.